Cool.
There it is. Here. I see. There it is. There it is, right on time.
Well, it's rocket tree.
On it. 25 minutes into the ground-up competition, teams are racing to be the first to build a rocket. But the teams aren't just battling the clock. They're sweltering through a brutal Kansas summer. Temperature, 109 degrees, and the heat is about to claim its first victim. Earlier, the Rocket Babes took a 10-minute penalty when they accepted a judge's help. Now they get hit with their second setback.
She got overheated. As you can see, our table is in the sun where a lot of people's are not.
I think it was my husband that noticed that she started falling over. Got it. And we were so busy, we really didn't notice until it was almost too late. So we put her on the ground and I started pouring water all over her. But she still wasn't in good enough shape to stay put. She needed to go get some cool air.
As Rocket Babe Nicole Eastman cools off, the teams keep plugging away.
What do you want with it?
This is going to be the ugliest paint job I've ever done.
We're good.
I think this is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Team Loch Ness holds a slim lead over D and the Bees. With some last-minute taping and rigging, Loch Ness puts the finishing touches on their rocket.
The rocket's ready to fly. We just need to have it inspected.
At just under 49 minutes, Loch Ness stop the clock and submit their instant rocket for safety inspection. First step, see if it measures up correctly.
6, 7, 8, even.
Okay.
After a thorough shakedown at the hands of the range safety officers, Loch Ness is cleared for launch.
You're going to get pad 71 because you're first.
We passed the RSO inspection. All we have to do now is prep our motor. We'll be the first one on the launch pad.
I don't want the rocket. Big wing.
D and the Bees hit the inspection table just 6 minutes behind Team Loch Ness.
Oh, we got another one.
Okay.
Is this?
To make it past this checkpoint, every team must prove that the rocket meets the letter of the law. Each entry is checked to make sure that the reinforcing bulkheads will hold, the fins are secured, and the motor is solidly in place. The parachutes must be properly rigged. Only then are they cleared as launch ready.
Since you're second, you're going to be pad 72.
Thanks, guys. This has been fun.
One by one, each from the ground-up team takes their place before the judges.
I'm coming in. Okay, let's see what we got.
The rules state that rockets must go up and come down safely, so this is still anyone's event to win. Even the short-handed Rocket Babes are refusing to quit.
The paint job is not exceptional, but that's, you don't fly a rocket with just paint, so. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears.
At just under 2 hours, the Rocket Babes present their rocket to the RSO.
You're all set for a good flight, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very good, ladies.
Good job, ladies.
Thank you.
All right.
Big hand for all the teams.
8 completed rockets in less than 2 hours. 8 teams ready to head out to the pads. Loch Ness and D and the Bees look like the ones to beat.
HB, we're right behind you.
We're still looking at number 1.
this was like as much fun as I have ever had doing rocketry.
That's good. We're ready.
All 8 from the ground up rockets are ready to launch. It's time for ignition. Ignition. Music to a rocketeer's ears. But how do you light these things? Certainly not by hand. The launch control officer activates the power to a rocket with this button. But you've got to be careful when you're working with electricity.
A good policy when you go to connect the igniter up is to short the leads together like this, so if there's a spark there, both you and I would be very annoyed.
In other words, you'd get an unanticipated launch. Team Utter Madness has issues with ignition. They have to fire up a giant rocket that's 19.5 feet long, weighs 400 pounds, and packs 2,500 pounds of thrust. They call it the cow, for all the obvious reasons.
This is a big motor to pressurize, so we've done some things to hopefully make it come up to pressure quickly. This is an electric match. The electric matches are going to light this pyrogen, which we're going to dip it in. This is a secret mix of stuff that burns really hot, that has a low ignition temperature, which should get things moving very effectively. That's going to light this thermalite, which is then going to light a sliver of propellant, which is then going to light the big motor.
Should put it about 7,500 to 8,500 feet in the air.
We've made this one significantly faster than the last one he flew, so his little cow rocket is going to get quite a ride.
Yeah. Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me?
Ready?
Confidence is high, but the oppressive Kansas heat has caused the motor casing to expand, making it difficult to fit into the rocket. But that doesn't stop these determined builders. Sliding this 400-pound beast onto the narrow rail is like parking a school bus in a compact car space.
Forward. John, watch your hand. Okay, now we're going to have to go. John, you got to go. Wait. Right there, you're in.
It's huge, it's loaded, and it's ready to launch.
It's been tested, and once we get into the air, it should work fine. What could go wrong? It's a rocket.
Alrighty, out there on the P-Power pads, we have Neil McGilvery from Columbia, Maryland, flying the cow.
Will the giant cow hit 8,000 feet? Will it even hold together? Stand by for liftoff. Team Utter Madness feels the pressure as their beloved cow, armed with hair trigger igniters and packed with propellant, stands ready to launch.
We have Neil McGilvery from Columbia, Maryland, flying the cow. 400 pounds of cow, that is. 3, 2, 1, move!
The cow can't handle its own power, and the launch fails.
Well, that's the way she goes. I guess we're gonna be a truck over there. That's a bummer deal there.
You take it very personally, but you get over it, you rebuild, and you go on.
The team believes that too much heat and pressure caused a motor failure that resulted in the Cato. It was a catastrophe. The time for Utter Madness ran out, but for 8 rockets built in under 2 hours, the clock is still ticking as the from-the-ground-up entries get set to launch. First off the pad, Hillbilly Rocketry.
Hillbillies from Chandler, Arizona. I don't want to mess this rocket name up. I think they're calling it Forking Around. Got it. All righty, Hillbillies, we're going to go forking around in 3, 2, 1, fork it.
A successful launch. Chute open. And a picture-perfect landing.